8 years. That's
Dude,
crazy.
that's crazy. 8. Like, it's been exactly 8 years.
No, I know. This date 8 years ago is when you left.
That is insane.
Bro, it's been exactly 2,920 days since we last saw each other, and you were a loser last time, and you were never going to do anything with your life. What's been going on?
How do you know those numbers?
Dude, I cannot believe it's been 2,920 days to the date.
The fact that you know that blows my mind.
It does. You were one of my very, very good friends, and I specifically remember the date you left.
Damn.
Because you told me you had all these ambitions and goals and just bounced, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Good for you. We'll see what happens. But apparently you did some shit, bro.
I didn't think you would believe in me, honestly.
Well, I didn't. That was the point, but apparently you did some shit, man. So what's up?
You totally doubt. Oh man, holy shit! It's been a runaround. Yeah, right now, like, I'm the president, creator of the design firm in Colorado. Some shit that I've been working on. Like, I didn't expect to be in Colorado. I wanted to be in Atlanta, but I moved a bunch of times, and some people needed me, and they're like, hey, come out to Colorado, help us build this team. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to build my own. And they're like, well, it'll be yours, but like, just come out and like join forces.
So what kind of design is it?
So it's like interactive design. So like, most people are like, oh, you know, like graphic design, interactive design.
Yeah.
So like what we're doing is that we're developing websites, but at the same time we're like doing branding, like full on branding, like full production. So it's just like, yeah, we'll like create your brand, your logo, etc. But at the same time we're like also develop like your website and stuff.
Do you have like a specific business you guys like mess around with, or is it like?
Honestly, we kind of like try to tackle like whatever like anyone asks us to do, type of deal. Like,
So you could go from like tobacco to alcohol to gaming to banking
yeah,
to
anything.
Really?
Yeah, we know specifically like when it comes to like branding or like a company type, we don't stick with one person only. Like, not at all. Like in that mind whatsoever.
So how did you go from? You said you wanted to be in Atlanta, but you ended up to Colorado. Like, how did that happen?
Honestly, life, really. So like, you know how I was going to school like in Orlando, went to UCF, went to Valencia, and etc. And spent a few years here and got my landing, and then like I was in like Atlanta for like maybe a year, I think so.
Okay.
And like I worked for like specific firms, and then like I don't know.
You weren't vibing it. It just was too. Too something.
I would hate to say that like I was talking to a specific girl, and of course, going below.
Life happens. You got
Life
bonds.
happened, yeah.
Okay.
Like she wanted to go, and the opportunity presented itself. So like, I found it more like a serendipitous type of thing. So.
And then you just bounced to Colorado.
Yeah, and so like been chilling in Colorado, and like the only reason why like I really agree to that is because like so my mom's entire side is here in Florida, and like my dad's entire side of family is in Colorado. So it's just like it's easy to settle in an area where like your family is
Has roots that they spread around.
Oh, they're families there spread out.
That's cool, man. So like on a day to day, like what do you fucking do? Like, what's your job?
So I wake up mad early because of anxiety, because of my job. Read emails, read things that I have to do and things I should have done, and it sucks and it doesn't suck, but it's just like, all right, it's constant like a reminder or like awakener. So wake up mad early, and you know, think about what has to be done, what are the big projects that need to be done, and like, you know, what the food industry has taught me was it FIFO, I think. First in, first out. Like,
Yeah, dude, I remember we used to
Yeah.
work at fucking like Jimmy John's or some shit, dude.
Jimmy
Oh,
John's,
That's how we met each other. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
and so first in, first out, and so like, you know, like priorities, timing, and so
Yeah.
so like honestly, it's just like I wake up in the morning. I don't even like the idea of waking up is not a thing anymore. Like it just boom in the morning I'm working.
$1
so-
million idea. Just
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm up. I'm grinding. I'm not working. I'm grinding. And of course I got this company. And I got all these people like working underneath me, and we're just like, I have to consider them. I gotta consider this company, and I gotta consider like the benefits and everything. So up in the morning, working, deciding. You know, like really just thinking like what has to be done by the end of the day. And so I do that, and considering all these people underneath me, then they come after me, unfortunately, you know, me first, whatever. And so think about them, the tasks that they have to do, and what responsibilities that they have to finish at the very end of like, well, when they clock out type of deal. And then afterwards, like, it's like the secondary roles type, to where like, all right, so I finished my role, they finish their roles, and they have to consider like their responsibilities that they have to put on to other people to like close up shop. Because yeah, I own this firm, etc. But you know, we're still producing shit up until like 12 at night. Essentially 12 in the morning, or like, you know, the beginning of dawn or beginning of the day.
Okay.
And so it's tough. 24/7 hour job. I couldn't tell you how many times like I've been at home and been with my family, and I've been called and I've had to come into work, called into work multiple times because a certain file wasn't saved a proper way, and or someone didn't save that specific set file, and I have to come in and relocate it or, you know, redesign something.
Interesting. So, I don't know if you remember, because we've been bros for exactly 8 years. Okay. One of the last times we hung out, you were fucking chugging tequila, butt naked, around Lake Eola. Okay? Just, I don't know if you remember, that was why I remember it was 2,920 days ago, was it what you were doing. So how did you get from that point, I can't even stop laughing, like just watching you run around naked, throwing, you know what happened. How did you get from there, when we all thought you were a schmuck, to like a multi-million-dollar CEO? Like, how did that happen? I don't even believe it myself. And I've been there from your literal bottoms to the literal no bottoms to now. It's crazy. But you know what? This is why we're boys, and it's been 8 years, so we can fucking laugh
Yeah.
during an interview for a Netflix special, because, dude, you're one of the top, well, was it 10 or 20? It was 10, wasn't it?
10.
You asshole. Top 10.
Actually, 5.
fuck you. It was top 10, like top 10 under, I want to say under 10, but that sounds really weird. But it was top 10 under 2010.com spiels, one of those articles.
Priorities. Family time. Like, I don't know if you ever had like dreams or like nightmares about like your parents dying, but I've had those, and I've had them a number of times, and so maybe be real, maybe be not, maybe it's just like your subconscious trying to like keep you in check. But I've had dreams of my mom and my dad dying, and it's a real considerable fact. Like, I'm fortunate that like my parents, my family, everyone in my family is healthy, but and this is real. This is like, I've literally had dreams about them dying in front of me, and just like that idea is like probably the most awakening thing.
I've had nightmares. Everyone has nightmares.
So like, if you ever like nightmares about like your parents, specifically your mom or your dad, like dying?
I don't know. Probably not, because I don't immediately recall. So I guess not.
I've multiple dreams. Alright, anyways, specifically, more recently, it's just like, I've had dreams about my parents dying, and I don't have, what's it called? People you look up to, what's it called? Motivators, or people that make you want to like,
Idols.
I've never had idols in my life.
Okay.
Never in my life. And as cheesy as it sounds, like my biggest idols or like my biggest motivators are my parents.
Okay.
Because like I've never seen anyone work as hard or like try as hard as my parents have with anyone, anything. What it is like, my parents mean a lot to me. They mean the world to me. Like they're the only people that matter to me. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if I didn't accomplish something in my life, which I feel like I haven't accomplished anything, and they died, it would probably hurt me. Because
It would hurt
like,
everybody. It would hurt anybody.
well, yeah.
Oh, my parents have me and I don't do anything, where they're just like, oh, that would suck for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like I'm almost there. Like I feel like I'm really like, when I graduate and when I finally accept like the career in design, like when I graduate and finally like a real big firm accepts me and wants to hire me for design, that is literally, that was the moment where like it's just like, alright, I did it. I really did it. Like I did what I needed to do. And yeah, so what? I went on my way to make my parents happy. And people were like, and I know most people were like, oh, well, you should live to make your life happy. But it's just like, you don't understand. They don't understand. It's just like,
Ray, let me ask you a question.
yeah.
Do you feel that your parents would be the most proud of you and the most happy about you if you were living a life that you were the most happy and proud about?
Yeah.
So if you were in a donut shop making donuts, but every day you were smiling and laughing and just had the happiest world and gave your parents donuts, do you feel that that is better than being a design engineer for a firm doing pamphlets that you apply your degree to, but you're annoyed and you hate your life? Which do you feel that they would be more accepting or proud of you?
Well, fuck Pascal. The first one, obviously.
It's everyone has a different answer.
Yeah, I get it, yeah.
So I feel that you always focus on this degree, which is if you want the degree to do design, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you want the degree,
It's not pamphlets, though.
it doesn't matter. If you want the degree because you feel that your parents want you to have a degree to go into a business that requires a degree to be doing things that you see the chain we're
Yeah,
going
I
at
see, yeah.
versus just my son is happy and enjoys his life and pays his own bills and talks to me on Sunday. What do you think the parents care about? Probably the first one, right?
Yeah.
100% of the time, right? And I know you have conflicts with your brother. And if I was to just throw it out there, I bet your brother was chasing too much of the other one and not just, hey mom, happy Sunday, I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
I rode my bike around for 20 miles. And then I came up with a pamphlet with my friend Sarah because we were creating a magazine. And I went to school and, was using my knowledge, but I got an offer from a firm and they just wanted me to sit in a desk in a corner. There was a dark room for 8 hours a day and just play on a computer, and I don't know, it just wasn't, it didn't bring joy to me.
Yeah.
Sitting in a corner. But you know what? I was riding my bike and I was hanging out with friends and I was making deals with the managers of Citrus Bowl and the managers of Amway, and they're calling me, and then I have other emails. And I don't know, it was fun. What do you think would actually produce joy for your parents in that situation? I don't know so much about your dad, because dads are dads, where they're like, nah.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure your mom's taking the first one pretty hard. So